Red MacGuffin Reviews. Shanghai Surprise from 1986. And this is adventure, comedy, and crime. It's brought to us by Jim Goddard. And it's by Handmade Films. And one thing about Handmade Films, there's a Beatle behind that company, George Harrison. And that company also brought us Life of Brian, Mona Lisa, The Long Good Friday, and Time Bandits, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Keep an eye out for George Harrison. There's a little cameo in this, and you might spot him. Now, director Jim Goddard. He also directed Parker, Kennedy TV miniseries, and a lot of TV work. And this was his big motion picture break. Now, 2 stars in this. We have pop queen Madonna, starring this along with her then husband Sean Penn. He plays Glendon Wasey, and she plays Gloria Tatlock, a missionary. And yeah, Madonna always wanted to be an actress, and she's got a lot of movies under her belt. Now, I'm going to read the back of the box and give you a flavour for this movie. In 1937, China, selfless missionary Gloria Tatlock asked con artist, fortune hunter Glendon Wasey to steal a hidden cache of opium so she can use it to ease the suffering of patients of her medical station. The only obstacle in their way is that every drug runner, smuggler, petty thief, and criminal in Shanghai is after exactly the same thing. Can the mismatched duo stay one step ahead of the game? And will they find that opposites attract after all? That's what you get here. This is pretty light stuff. I think it was hoping that the 2 leads in this would give it a lot of success at the box office. I mean, Sean Penn's career was just kicking off, really. He had a lot of good movies under his belt. Bad Boys, At Close Range, which he made the same year, 1986. Or was released the same year, 1986. Desperately Seeking Susan was one of the first movies Madonna starred in. And I think she was basically playing herself in that one. And then she went on to Who's That Girl, Dick Tracy, A League of Their Own, Body of Evidence, Four Rooms, Evita, Swept Away. So it wasn't enough to be a pop queen megastar. She also wanted to be an actress. She gave it her best shot in this one, but I think Sean Penn had to carry her along a bit on this. We also have Paul Freeman, who plays Walter Faraday, and you may have seen him in Raiders of the Lost Ark. We have Richard Griffiths, who plays Willie Tuttle, and he was also in another Handmade Films production with Nail and I, and you may know him as Uncle Vernon from the Harry Potter movies. I describe this as a perfect rainy Sunday afternoon movie. Fire on, put your feet up, you're not expecting too much. You might even doze off and wake up again, and you won't have missed much. The thing about Handmade Films is their budgets were pretty small, and this might have needed a bigger budget, a better director, and maybe a better actress than Madonna to go opposite Sean Penn. It's pretty light and fun and inoffensive, and it could have been a big hit, but I think with the pressure of the 2 stars and Madonna probably scrutinized a bit too much for her acting, it never quite got there. Another thing about this movie is George Harrison also did some songs for it. Yeah, they're not great, not up to his standards. So you can find this on YouTube. It's available there. It's probably pretty hard to find on DVD or Blu-ray, seeing as Handmade Films are now shut down. But a definite curious 80s movie to check out. And if you're a Madonna fan and Sean Penn fan, worth a watch. This movie is based on a book called Faraday's Flowers, And yeah, I don't think the script was up to par, and the directing was up to par, and Madonna was up to par on this one. But Sean Penn's always worth a watch. And as I mentioned, another movie that was released, Sean Penn movie that was released in 1986, At Close Range, is definitely worth checking out. And Madonna did a song for that one called Live to Tell. So I give this a 2 out of 5. Fred MacGuffin's reviewed Shanghai Surprise.